Yes, I want you to stay with me because we also know that the chairperson of the Roads and Transport Committee, Kwame governs Abuja as well, has been making some claims, and also the chairperson of that committee, Kennedy Osei-Nyako, is also fighting off claims that President Akufo-Addo misled the nation during the delivery of the State of the Nation address. We know that President Akufo-Addo said his administration has constructed over 10,000 kilometers of roads since 2017, a claim that a ranking member on the Roads Committee, Kwame governs Abuja, actually describes as false. We can just watch what unfolded when the president delivered the address yesterday. And if you check from the data, they say it's critical roads 2,167, cocoa roads 4,853, town roads 567, Asphatico Valley 1,500, Sino Hydro 441, and if you add all of them, it's about 11,111 kilometers. That is information provided to you in May 2021. That is the last State of the Nation, last state meet the press of the Minister of Roads and Highways. Is that not the case? And out of that, in an answer to the question filed by a member on the floor, the road minister, I think January or February this year, provided data on 4,200 kilometers of road he claimed have been completed. On that list, my brothers and sisters, are only 68.5 kilometers of new roads. The rest are pothole patching, sealing, graveling, and re-graveling. As we speak, the presidency or the Ministry of Roads and Highways does not have the data to back the 10,800 kilometers of roads that the president mentioned. The truth is that it was probably a slip of tongue. Instead of them coming to the people and say, look, that is not what we meant. Actually, what we meant by 10,800 kilometers are roads under contract. My chairman, the respected chairman, came and told you that he's got data on 6,000 kilometers of roads completed. How do you call it? About the Cocoa Board alone. My brothers, Cocoa Board, as of the time the minister was reporting in his, meet the press, had contracts worth, the contract to the tune of 15 billion, about 4,800 kilometers. So by May last year, the minister says there are 4,800 kilometers of project under construction. However, in April, or February, March 2022, the government has gone to complete 6,000 kilometers out of the 5,000. Does it make sense to you? I'm happy that some of your organizations have fact-checked them. Ignore my chairman totally. He hasn't got any data. In fact, if anybody has got data on completed projects in this country, who do you think will have that data? The road minister. The road minister doesn't have that data. So ignore what my chairman is saying. In fact, he went and took a portion of the meet the press, which suggested that there are 4,800 kilometers of road under construction and by the Cocoa Road, which is a fact. But we are talking about the emphatic statement, we have completed 10,800 kilometers. My brothers and sisters, I'm grateful to you. Some of you have already disregarded the president's comment. It's a slip. He should come out and say that what I meant was that we are talking about reshaping and everything which are that. But in any case, if you do reshaping and other things, is that an achievement? Is that completed? It is not. But the chairperson of the Roads and Transport Committee, Kennedy Osei-Nyako, insists the statement by the president is accurate.
As a chairman of the committee, I have the right and the privilege to respond to the comment or the allegation being made or put out by my colleague. First of all, this country has a total road network of 78,402. That is what the MPP government inherited. That is the total road network. Out of this total road network, we have only about, during the time we took over, only 33% of this 78 was paved road, or let's say good road. What it means is that the rest, almost about 67% of it, are all bad roads. The Ministry of Roads and Highways have categorized its roads or its programs or its activities in several categories. So we have roads that are being undertaken by feeder roads, that also undertaken by urban roads, and that undertaken by highways, Ghana Highways Authority. Among all these three categories is feeder road, which has the largest network, almost about 48,000 kilometers. The president's statement or figure of 10,875 that was put out is an accurate figure.
Well, so Pakka Wilson is still with us. We understand that the Roads and Highways Ministry has also released a statement that seeks to justify the claims made by the president on his administration actually constructing some 10,000 kilometers of roads since 2017. So, Pakka, you have actually read through the statement. What do we know about the content, and what are the justifications that we're learning from this statement that's coming through from the Roads Ministry? Pakka, if you can hear me, I'm asking about the details that we're getting from this statement from the Roads and Highways Ministry.
The statement from the Roads and Highways Ministry, Blessed.
Pakka, if you can hear me, I'm asking about the details. The details. Go ahead. The details of the statement that you have with you.
Right. So there's a statement from the Ministry of Roads and Highways indicating that, of course, some 10,875 kilometers of new roads have been constructed. And if you look at the statement, they have pegged the figures at just the amount, the number of kilometers the president talked about. They have talked about paved roads, unpaved roads, and also the good roads. Now, let me just give you what the statement says briefly here. So, if you look at the statement, say between 2017 and 2021, trunk and feeder and urban roads. If you look at the urban roads, we've constructed about 14.583 kilometers. The good roads are about 39%. The fair roads are about 32%. And then they also have the paved roads. So the ministry is quite clear that if you look at what they have here today, they have constructed about 10,000 kilometers of roads. So it will be misleading for anybody to suggest that the president misled the state by saying that government has constructed about 10,000 kilometers of road since they assumed power in 2017.
Right then, Pakka, but finally, do we know if the minority is taking any steps to hold the minister before the House to answer questions on the official records? I mean, talking about the roads, the actual number of roads that have been constructed.
Well, right. So the minority has just challenged the Cocoa Board to show proof of the 6,000 roads that the government is claiming, or the chairman of the committee is claiming, that have been constructed within a period of about 6-7 months. And so it is only that that he would accept the fact that indeed 10,000 roads have been completed. So in spite of this statement, in spite of the comments of the president and that of the chairman of the roads committee, he is not agreeing to the fact that the NPP administration has constructed about 10,000 roads since 2017.
Pakka Wilson, grateful that you've been able to give us some updates. Fortunately, there are some developments that we're learning of. We'll bring that to you.